We start just before the First World War, and we show photographs of the traditional peasant life, the shepherds and so on, the villages, the musicians and so on. And we quote a great Hungarian photographer of the time who said, as part of the Austro-Hungarian Empire, we are all of us in photography just taking the same kind of photographs that they do in every other nation. What we really want is photography which shows the world what Hungary is like. You must concentrate on Hungarian culture and the Hungarian way of life. So that's what happened. The irony is that that then produced a generation of photographers who became really masters of their profession, for all kinds of reasons left Hungary and travelled west to Berlin and Paris. And within 15 to 20 years of that statement are influencing Europeans to copy them, so that the whole thing reverses. And when you get into the most packed, the sort of climax of the exhibition in the Paris and Berlin, and particularly in Paris, you find that the painters, the sculptors, the people who draw, and the photographers have all become friends. They're all moving in the same world. They're all influencing each other. In this country, in the Tate Britain, they have a timeline of the most important and influential artists of the 20th century. 4 of our 5-star photographers of this exhibition are there. All of them finish up in America, except for Brashoy, who becomes in many ways the visual face of Paris. From the 1930s onwards, even through the war, he is the man who tells the world what Paris looked like. And if you have a picture in your head of the sort of traditional Paris, it's a Brashoy photograph you probably have there. We have, because the exhibition is happening in London, we have a small section of pictures when the photographers were in briefly or for a long time in London. One realised as one tried to put the exhibition together, which was originally going to come up to date, that when the Berlin Wall comes down and we all start living in the global village, globalisation affects the arts as much as anything else. And whereas I think in this exhibition one can see the Hungarian sensibility right through for 75 years. After that it disappears, and although there are good photographers and bad photographers in every country, I cannot anymore say that is an American photographer, that's a German photographer, that's a French photographer, that's a Hungarian photographer. So we take this period when Hungarian photography leads the world.